Rashee Rice looking at another lawsuit, and what's it mean for fantasy football 2025? What's it mean for his dynasty value? What's it mean for his 2025 redraft value? We're going to break down the Rashee Rice situation to the best of our ability. We do it like no other here with injuries, with legal stuff. We do it live. We break all the news, and we also draft. We're going to be drafting tonight. Where do we take Rashee Rice? Let's do that as well. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how important he is to Patrick Mahomes. How good is Patrick Mahomes going to be? How good will the Kansas City Chiefs be? The Fantasy Football Show, Graveyard Edition, Monday through Friday, essentially, really 7 days a week. Graveyard, Midnight Eastern Edition begins right now. File on in.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios. It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live whenever news breaks.
I love this comment already. No offense, Travis. I don't mean to call you out. Travis Russell, not Travis, our moderator. Mahomes might be impacted slightly. Come on, bro. What do you mean? Where are you even getting this? Where are you pulling that out? From the clouds? What is this? He might be impacted slightly. He's not going to be impacted at all. That's why we're here. Look, this is another lawsuit. It's not something that he's been slapped with multiple civil lawsuits. He's got the criminal stuff pending, but he will probably be suspended at some point, but not this year. It's not looking very likely. Anything could happen, but this doesn't add a single thing to the threat of Rashee Rice playing this year and not playing this year. All the legal stuff has to be completely played out for the NFL to do a single thing. The NFL stands on standby mode until the legal process is fully played out. Then you have players that are in the middle of a season that try and argue, and their attorneys are paid and are the best attorneys and paid the most amount of money to handle this stuff. They're going to walk in and say, you know, he can't make this. He's got a job to do. And they push it back and push it back. The civil stuff takes years. We're talking 2 or 3 years to go through. So don't think for a second this new slap lawsuit's getting handled next month or so. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I didn't just laughing already at you guys crack me up sometimes. That comment. This impacts Mahomes slightly. All right. So at the end of the day, this is a nothing burger. And you know we go live whenever news breaks, whether it's news we need to shoot down, news we need to prop up, news we need to worry about, news we need to say we need more information, news to say, damn it, this is actually true. Even the news earlier on the whole situation where there was buzz that the New England Patriots are maybe kicking around the idea of whether they keep Diggs on the roster or cut him. But that wasn't anything concrete, but I think a lot of us believe there's legs to it. There's legs to that rumor, which came from a New England Patriot broadcaster who talked about it on a radio show. And he said that they are definitely kicking around the idea of moving on from Diggs already, cutting him, releasing him. That wasn't anything substantial, but I come out here and I tell you what my opinion is. That's what I do. I'm a talking head. I'm not a news breaker. I'm a news breakdown master is what we do. And Rashee Rice, another lawsuit arising from the March 2024 street racing crash. This isn't going to do anything. You know, this isn't going to change anything. What this does is probably lowers Rice's value to a point where we're smashing.
Let him cook.
But Smitty, doesn't this mean he's likely getting suspended this year? No, this specific lawsuit is going to take years to go through. There's no way that I mean, anything's possible, but the likelihood that this specific newly added lawsuit goes through, and then once it goes through, what are the charges? What's taking place here? Civil lawsuits don't even have the same impact as a criminal lawsuit. The NFL will look into it, even a civil lawsuit. Once the civil lawsuit's concluded, the NFL will look at it. They'll say, well, what's this say about us? You know, we have a certain code of conduct that you must be hold up in practice. So there is an impact, yeah, once it's concluded. But this is, and again, I hate to call out the guy that put this up here earlier. What was his name? Travis Russell. I'm sorry, Travis. I'm not trying to make fun of your comment, but Travis saying, yeah, maybe Mahomes might be impacted slightly. This is the kind of reaction, no offense, Travis Russell, that we're going to see people, they're going to drop his value off of Mahomes. Mahomes just got dropped in value. Mahomes' sixth to seventh round value just took a hit.
Let him cook.
This reminds me of Alvin Kamara. Remember when we cleaned up on Alvin Kamara? We came in and talked smack about it. You know, we said Alvin Kamara, not a very good person. Not a very good person in my opinion. Not a very good person in a lot of people's opinions. Jumped a guy. It was an awful situation. But guess what we did? We cooked when it came to drafting him.
Let him cook.
This is the same thing. Mahomes' value just took a hit according to Travis Russell.
Let him cook.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Travis Russell, tell everybody. My poor Travis. Travis, I appreciate you. Jeez. Let's jump into a puppy draft while we talk about this, because I have a hard stop tonight that I'm gonna have to jump. But we'll definitely get in one. Go to a puppy draft. The link is in the description of the video. The link has been pinned in the live chat. If you go to the Underdog app using the link that I dropped, I'll even drop it again real quickly. And if you don't get in here, make sure you get in to the next one by signing up now. Mahomes. I gotta read this again. I'm sorry, Travis Russell. Can I have the computer read this? Hold on. Let's see. I want the computer to read this. It's just so amazing. This is not our Travis moderator. Mahomes might be impacted slightly. Let's see how slightly impacted he is from something that can't even impact Rashee Rice until probably next year, if at all, on this particular case. If we go to lobby and you get into the NFL puppies, we should all be climbing into the same one. So see you all in that 22nd one here in a second, hopefully. Phone lines are open while we're discussing this. We're drafting on Underdog while we discuss this topic. I'm going to open the phone lines because there's not much to go over here. There's a new lawsuit. It's a civil lawsuit. It's going to be tacked on to the rest of the whole situation. It has no impact. The NFL can't do anything until it's over, and this stuff's not going to be concluded, especially the civil lawsuit. Probably not going to be concluded until the criminal one's concluded, or even if for whatever reason it was settled or it concluded or whatever. Guess what? It's going to be the next year. So there is some dynasty maybe impact, but even so, I have a feeling that we're looking at, I don't know, maybe something along the lines of a 2 to 4 game suspension. You know, more lawsuits could maybe impact that number to be 4 or something like that instead of, 2. It's possible. There's definitely a possibility of that. Let me put this right here. Can't wait for Mahomes to get slightly impact. Is Travis Russell upset at me? Travis Russell, hopefully you're being a good sport about it. But your comment was beautiful. Like, you contributed to the show more than I can tell you, because I want people to know that we're going to see reactions like that. Mahomes goes down in value.
Stock on decline.
Yes, and that's a great thing. Rashee Rice goes down in value.
Stock on decline.
That's a great thing. We're smashing the hell out of that. And what pick did I get? Let me guess. End of the draft. 7, a little better than normal. 7. They always give me horrible draft selections when we do drafts on the live show. Phone lines are open. Dial into the show. Let me turn on the speaker. We are good to go. Dial in. Actually, let me test the audio using the normal means of testing the audio. Denny?
You're right. Okay.
Okay, so the audio is working for the phone line. Jamar Chase is there. Jamar Chase is not there. I'm going to go Mahomes. Pretty easy decision for me. I'm always going with the top 5 quarterback whenever I get a chance. And then after we get past the Mahomes, Lamar, Burrow territory, it becomes a struggle to take a quarterback in this 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 territory. After I take my non-quarterback in Superflex, I usually do try and grab one like Kyler or Bo Nix in round 2, but I do wait until round 2. And even with Mahomes here, I'm not taking one of those quarterbacks for sure. I'm looking at best player available. And as I always tell people, the best way to check your team when you're doing a Superflex to see if you're on course for the best possible draft you could be on course for is to, once you take your top 5 quarterback, scroll up, or if it's a different format, whatever, if it's a piece of paper, whatever, cover the first round and pretend that the draft is a 1 QB and pretend that it starts in round 2. So round 2 is round 1 in a 1 QB. And if your team is following suit with the values of a 1 QB draft from round 2 on, meaning your second rounder is a first round pick in a 1 QB, your third rounder in this format, so your third round pick should look like a second round pick in a 1 QB, etc., etc. I'll show you in a second what I mean. But that's how you know you're making the best value grabs you can. If you start grabbing guys like Caleb Williams in round 2 when you grabbed, no offense to Baker or anything, but like a Baker and Caleb, your team's going to start to fall, I believe, a little bit behind. So I'd much rather have a Dak or a Dak and let's see. So CeeDee Lamb and Dak, that's perfect. And if you take your quarterback in round 2 and your non-quarterback in round 1 in this first little go, just do the opposite, right? Your first round pick is CeeDee Lamb. Ignore round 2. Your round 3 pick should look like a second rounder in a non-Superflex. I'll show you what I'm saying in a second. So I got to decide if I want to go Bo Nix or Kyler here. Let's try the Double quarterback because we haven't. And then this presents you with the hard to evaluate process of that, because now you got 2 QBs. But usually you can price check your players by doing that formula or that process. But when you go 2 QBs, it does make it different. I don't have any Rice shares. Big B says I don't have any Rice shares. Well, that's too bad for you. That's on you. That's on you, Big B. Now you have an opportunity to go make it happen. If you think this live stream was about warning people away from getting Rice shares, you didn't watch the beginning of the show. If anybody thinks this live stream was about avoiding Mahomes because he'll get affected a little bit, you need to watch the beginning of the show. Because Rice is going down in
Stock
value,
on decline.
but we're drafting him. Mahomes is going
Stock on
down
decline.
in value, but we're going to draft him. And we're taking full advantage. So I would say this is a bad thing. This is a problem for you, Big B. I don't have any Rice shares. Well, I would get on the horn, bro. I'd get on the DMs in the Snapchats and Telegram messages and the snail mail or the knocking on doors or whatever you got to do. Pick up the rotary phone. Get a deal done. Go get Rice while he's cheap. Buy on the dip. That's right. Buy on the dip. All right, let's see how this is going to shape up. Am I still going to be able to pull off having what appears to be a first rounder in a non-Superflex in my third round pick? It's borderline close. I mean, Nico is a first rounder essentially, so that falls out. Oh man, I almost had a non-Superflex first round player still available at my third drafted player selection. I'm going to probably go... I'm going to go Bucky here. So this is what's beautiful is I'm still on par for what we're talking about. You're going to have to kind of ignore rounds 1 and 2. Is Bucky in a non-Superflex a second round pick? Yes, and I got him in the third round. So I'm on course for having beautifully drafted players. The placement and value is on par. I'm not making weird reaches that are going to put my all my positions, you know, behind the 8 ball, and I'm chasing every position. I literally have a second rounder in a non-Superflex in round 3. I've got 2 amazing Superflex quarterbacks. Belichick yourself, 29-month membership celebration. Appreciate you, my boy. Belichick yourself. Phone lines are open.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
It's kind of nice having 2 quarterbacks. I haven't been worried about anything. Everybody's scrambling to grab these final QBs. I'm just sitting pretty with Mahomes and Kyler. I still got Bucky. People are panic Peters all over the place, running around, scrambling around. Who do I grab? How do I? This is nice. I'm sleeping like a baby right now. This is pretty good. I'm thinking that this spot's pretty good to get the 2 QBs. I sometimes will grab just one. I got Josh Allen. I got JD5. I'm not tending to like that second quarterback in round 2. This is a perfect spot. McBride, I would have been nice. I could have cut McBride to Kyler. That would have been nice if that was left for me, but that's all right. So we're going to swing down here. Look at, we're on deck here. We're on the clock now. Garrett Wilson's really clean from this 4th round. I'm liking that. There's Rashee Rice. I like that too. Okay, let's go Garrett. So the team's looking pretty fly at this stage in the game. We got the Patrick Mahomes Kyler Superflex stack. We got Bucky. We got Garrett Wilson. We got balance. We got fire. Garrett Wilson. What's Garrett Wilson? This is the price check, right? Ignore, since I went 2 QB, ignore rounds 1 and 2 and pretend that I'm starting in round 2 here. And Bucky's a second rounder. Is Garrett Wilson a 3rd rounder? You bet your bottom dollar. He's arguable as a late 2nd round player, to be honest with you. So I have 2 2nd round non-Superflex players in my 3rd and 4th round spots, which is a price check, like answer key. And let me show you an example of somebody that has drafted 1 QB in round 1. So for example, this Jalen Hurts team, okay, from the 3 slot. The Jalen Hurts team took Jalen Hurts. So if we revert back to 1 QB type of format, is Derrick Henry a 1st or a 2nd rounder? He's kind of a 1st rounder, so that's a great pick. Is BT a 2nd rounder? He's kind of a 1st rounder. So this team is crushing it. And Breece Hall, 4th rounder. But you can afford to do that, and I like Breece Hall in 3 a little bit. But you can think like this because they have 2 1st round players, Henry and BT, to go with Jalen Hurts. So that's a great job from that slot. Number 2 slot's got 3 QBs. It's an intriguing proposition. Do I love it? I don't know that I love it as much as I would have grabbing a Brock Bowers or Brian Thomas. I know Bowers was gone, but I'm just giving you an example. I'd rather have Bowers, and BT, I think, over Purdy in that spot. On deck, ladies and gentlemen, on deck, we've got a plethora of options to go with here. Tight ends, Laporta's there. Running backs, nice options. Quarterbacks, I like the quarterbacks, but we're so good. I'm going to take Harvey here in round number 5, which is equivalent to a round 4. When you're talking about Superflex, you're pretty much adding a round. A general rule of thumb, loosely, you add a round, and that should be where their ADPs, in a non-Superflex would be falling. So RJ Harvey in the 5th round means I'm paying 4th round equivalent value in a non-Superflex. Garrett Wilson in round 4 means I'm paying around round 3 in a non-Superflex. Freaking smashing Bucky in round 3 means I'm paying roughly a 2nd round pick value in a non-Superflex in terms of the relation of this. Okay, so squad so far looking pretty solid. Mahomes, Murray, Bucky, Harvey, Garrett. Woo! Woo!
Call into the show. Call into the show.
Jeez. Man, you guys have been quiet on the phone lines the last couple days. During the season, you can't even get in. So if you got your question, you might want to toss it in now. I can't believe how dead the phone lines have been the last 2 days. Even when we have, 200, 300 people in here? I'm live a little early. We went live before midnight Eastern. There you go. All you got to say it. 609's calling in. 609, what is your name? Where are you calling from, 609? What's your name?
What's going on, Smitty?
I'm just smashing, bro. Just smashing for a living is what I do. Mahomes, Kyler, Bucky, Garrett Wilson, RJ Harvey, Superflex. Doing it live.
That's disgusting.
It is disgusting.
I'm calling because I've been calling the past couple nights about this draft. It's heating. And I'm in. And I'm trying not to get too greedy. That's why I keep calling, so I get like anchored a little bit. So I got Bo Nix, Genty, Achan, Jamar, and JJ in the first 5 rounds of a super flex with a tight end premium.
Okay, Bo Nix. Read it off again. This is in order?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. I'm sorry. Try again. Read it off again. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Nix, go ahead.
Nix, Genty, Achan, JJ, and Jamar.
That's not in order.
No, that's just my team.
I know, but I said, is this in order? And you said, yeah. Okay. So you took...
the order that I picked them in?
Yes.
I picked them Jamar, JJ, then Genty, then Achan, then Nix.
This is not a super flex.
This is super flex.
How are you taking Bo Nix in round 5 in a super flex? What kind of grandmas are you playing with, bro? Come on.
I'm wondering, Smitty. I'm trying to figure out how much I should really be pushing because you guys are making clowns.
Are you sure these people are actually alive?
Somebody used to try to take in round 3.
People have some serious problems. You call me in with this BS? This is like is this a mock draft? It's like when someone gives me a complex problem, I put it on the board, we waste 5 minutes on it, and they go, it's just a mock. What are you? A mock draft?
That's my dynasty.
This is a dynasty startup?
Yeah.
Superflex. How many people are in this? 5?
Yeah.
Come on.
Superflex with a 6-point touchdown.
6-point touchdown Superflex. How many people are in it? 8?
12.
I'm almost ready to hang up on you, bro. There's just no... Bo Nix, you're watching us draft him right now. Bro, hold on. I'm on the clock. Hold on. That's insane. It's insane. I haven't even read the chat yet. I'm afraid to. I'm afraid you're going to get roasted. I'm afraid you're going to get utterly roasted in the chat. Let's go. God.
No more first-round picks left.
What do you mean you have no... Oh, so you made some trades.
Yeah, I traded up I traded back up into the first to get JJ. Traded back up into the second to get Genty.
Bro, okay, but you got to understand when you call in and you say I took these guys in order, and you're telling us you got Jamar Chase, and you took JJ. You're insinuating you got them in the round 2. We don't know any of this information. What round did you get?
I got Jamar round 1.5.
Okay,
JJ
so let's redo this because you're confusing everyone to holy hell, bro. Let's start over. Hi, my name's Smitty. What's your name?
Cheating.
Okay. What round did you get Jamar Chase in? Round 1. What round did you get JJ in? Round 1. What round did you get Achan in?
1.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. You see what I'm saying?
Round 3. Achan round 3.
Good Lord, bro. Come on. Okay, what round did you get Genty in?
2.
What round did you get Bo Nix in? Actually get him in?
2.
Okay, so when I said you got him in round 5 and you said yes, I knew that was bullshit. And you said, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, it was my 5th pick. It was my 5th
pick.
Okay,
right. But do you understand what I'm saying? My bullshit detector was going off like this. I could smell it from a mile away. There's no way that made sense. You gotta listen to what you're being asked, right? You struggle listening at home. Is the wife like, I told you to take the trash out last night, and it's leaking all over like a sieve all over the floor, and she bagged it up and set it by the door. I mean, okay, now what's your question?
My question is, like, I'm at a first-round pick for, like, the next 2 years because I've just been trading up. I got 1 second left. Do I keep pushing it like this? Because I still feel like my league mates are not really paying attention.
I mean, it depends on who we're talking about. Yeah, I don't mind pushing it, bro. I don't mind pushing it at all. But it depends on what we're talking about. Give me the example. Like, if you said you got one more what one more first round pick for what year? Like, give me some details because you clearly.
No, I don't have any more first round picks.
Okay.
I got a 26 second round pick and two 27 thirds.
Okay. I mean, what's your next selection? Your very next selection?
My next selection's a round 7, so it's like a 7.8.
7.8.
And we're in round 5.
Okay.
So I was thinking about trading back up into round 5 to get Bryce Young.
I don't mind that, but is there another quarterback around? Can you get Dak? Can you get? I'm trying to think of another player.
There's like T-Law, Penix would be there.
Penix. I'd take Penix for sure. I like Penix.
JJ McCarthy.
I'd take Penix. Penix by a mile. By a mile. I'd absolutely trade for Penix Jr. What's the
But you would spend that capital and trade back up?
Give me the total deal.
It would be like multiple seconds that I'd have no more picks.
Multiple second round rookie picks. Let's be very clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd trade 3 of them. I'd trade 4 of them for Penix Jr. This is Superflex, bro. I'd give up 6. I'd give up 6 second round picks for Penix Jr. in a Superflex. Absolutely. So don't do it.
Even if it means I got no rookie picks.
I don't care. I don't care. You got Penix and Nix. You got Genty, Achan, JJ, Jamar Chase. You got a loaded team. Penix is worth those second round picks. Don't give up 6 of them if you don't have to. I'm just saying I'm trying to emphasize how much I love it. All right, call back if you got another one, bro. I got to roll through. I'm doing a draft.
Yeah, appreciate you.
I appreciate you. Later. Jeez, man, that one was rough. Hold on, Ron Navy. Hang tight 1 second. Let me make this pick. I've got a killer team so far. I've got Patrick Mahomes, Kyler Murray, Superflex. I got Bucky and Harvey. I've got Garrett Wilson, Worthy, Pickens, and Debo. This is crazy. I feel like I'm drafting in that guy's fairy tale league that we thought there was no pulse in the league and there were a bunch of dead people. All right, hold on, Ron. Let me make the selection. I'm almost up. I like... I don't know if I'm going RB here. I kind of want to go RB here. Don't like these wide receivers. Waddle's interesting. I guess I could go... I guess I'm just going to time out on Kelsey. Or I'll just take Kelsey. I took Kelsey. I don't have a tight end yet, but I'm pairing Worthy, Mahomes, and Kelsey together, which is really nice. But, man, those receivers are sick. Garrett Wilson, Xavier Worthy, George Pickens, Debo Samuel. That's filthy. All right, Ron Navy, you're live.
What's up, Smitty?
What's up?
These Superflex drafts, man, they always mess me up.
Really? I love them. I end up getting really drained by them. Yeah.
I just don't usually do well.
Superflex was the one that I believe it was a Superflex draft is the one where I had Christian McCaffrey and Kamara sit the second half, and I would have won I was on pace for 30K. I was definitely going to be in the mix to win it all, I think. And then they sat. I think
I remember that.
I do like Superflex. I feel like I do better on Underdog than Superflex, to be honest. This team is sick.
I think this is their first one, right? This is their first
yeah.
of the year.
And you do get a little overwhelmed with Superflex after I remember I believe this is 2 years in a row that I kind of like worn out, and I'm like, okay, I want the rig, because I think everything goes away but Best Ball Mania, and then there's no more puppies for a while, and you just have Superflexes for about a month or so by themselves, if I remember correctly.
You get the Superflex puppy, you get the Superflex.
But right now, I'm digging it.
A few different Superflexes that they just shoved down you.
Yeah, I'm digging it now, though. I'm going to go Charbonnet a little early just because I need that running back upside. I've got Bucky and Harvey, which I love, but I want something else. So, Mahomes, Kyler, Superflex. Bucky, Harvey, Sharbs, Garrett Wilson, Xavier Worthy, George Pickens, Debo, Kelsey. That's filthy. As Gump would say, that's filthy. Where's Gump? Gump, call in. I'm going to regret that. What else is up, Ron?
So you think with that news of a new lawsuit, do you think that'll? I know that'll take him down. Though it's good for everybody.
Yeah.
Down probably is ADP. You think that'll tighten up Royals ADP?
Barely. A little bit, yeah. That's a good point. I hadn't mentioned that yet. I think it makes Worthy's ADP go up. I think it makes Mahomes' ADP. Even if it doesn't go down, thank God he has no. There's not a lot of reasons why Mahomes all of a sudden goes up in value, and we regret not drafting more of him or something. I think this news can only keep Mahomes at bay, but in like a locked-in way, which is fantastic. Let me get this caller in. Hold on, Ron. Hey, caller 937. What's your name and where are you calling from? I'm gonna put you on hold real quick, but what's your name and where are you calling from?
Backwards Matt, Ohio.
Backwards Matt from Ohio. Where have you been, bro? that's awfully backwards.
Smitty.
Well, go ahead real quick. Ron probably doesn't mind you butting in, but what do you got? You're live.
Okay, I got a question for you. I did a trade. It's in a premium tight end league. I traded Brock Bowers and Quentin Johnson. And in return, I got Brenton Strange, King Henry, JSN.
Hold on one second. Hold on one second. I got a draft here. I'm gonna go tooting here. Okay, I'm sorry. Give me the trade one more time. I got the board up. Go ahead.
Okay. I traded Quentin Johnson and Brock Bowers. This is a premium tight end league. I got King Henry, Brenton Strange, JSN, and the number one overall pick, which is going to be Genty. Who won, you think?
Tight end premium.
Yes.
Okay, tight end premium. Bowers and Quentin Johnson. I could care less. I'm not going to waste my marker on Quentin Johnson. Okay, Bowers for King Henry, JSN, and Genty. Tight end premium. While tight end premium does give Bowers first round value in Dynasty Startup, no doubt about it. He's 10, 9, 8. Someone would say 5 overall. Genty's easily at least equivalent to him in Dynasty. Or one could argue, at least. Someone could argue Bowers in tight end premium. Is it full 1 point tight end premium?
It's a 0.5.
0.5. Okay, so even better. Like 0.5, give me this Genty Henry JSN side. And if you can turn Henry into something, is this the side you got? Henry JSN Genty?
Yeah.
You've just been Smitty approved.
Okay, then I approve. If you can even turn Henry, which you might not be able to, you just ride him till the wheels fall off. You might just win a championship because of it. But you could turn that into anything. I mean, bro, you got JSN and Genty for Bowers alone. You crushed him.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
You crushed him.
I'm happy.
Yeah. I mean, is your team the best ranked team? Got to be the highest ranked team, I'd imagine. It's got to be the highest ranked team at this point. I mean, Henry's going to help maybe win.
See, I'm figuring Henry I can get probably 2 years out of. You know, I think I can. JSN was somebody I was trying to acquire since his rookie year. So I'm glad to have him. And with, I'm losing my train of thought here. He went to Pittsburgh. DK.
Mm-hmm.
But DK's gone. So I think JSN is really going to take over.
Yeah.
And Genty, I mean, I think he's going to be a boss. I mean, I think he's going to be a top 5 at the end of the year.
Nice job, backwards.
At his position.
For the first time in your life, my boy, you are not backwards today. You were right side of it.
All right, my brother.
All right, we'll see you later.
Thanks, Smitty.
Later, bro.
All right, man.
All right, Ron, what else you got? That was a good trade.
Yeah, I was surprised, especially from him being from Ohio.
What do you think of, well, actually, let me just wait until my next pick before I... What'd you say? From him being from Ohio? Did you say that was a nice team?
Pretty good team, considered he's from Ohio.
That was
probably a Browns fan.
Shots fired. catching Ohio people catching strays. Man, that's crazy. That other caller was driving me. I appreciate him. I hope he doesn't think he can't call in again, but he was driving me nuts with the way he was describing his team. He's like, he read off his team. I said, "You got Knicks in round 5?" He goes, "That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Am I right? Am I right?"
He didn't mention that he did a bunch of trades.
I know his voice is all high. He's like, "That's what I'm talking about. I got Knicks in round 5." So where'd you draft Knicks? Round 2. All right, I think I'm done with this running back room. What do you think about this? I didn't want to bring it up to you because you were definitely usually saying, "What about you better go grab so and so in the middle of the draft," and I get sniped. So I waited. Mahomes, Kyler. But this is
That too.
You do.
Dude, I think about it.
My last 3 picks in a row were Tootin, ETN, Bigsby. And then I got Charbonnet.
Good too.
Yeah, I got Charbonnet, Harvey, and Bucky. I think I'm done. I do maybe need a bye-week filler because of that week 8. I've got an entire row of 8 by week 8 guys. But
how many more picks? What round you in? 20 rounds, aren't they?
Yeah,
The Superflex.
yes, you're playing with an extra piece. It's definitely easy to go an extra, but this team is absolutely frightening. I almost sharded my pants just looking at it. Mahomes, Kyler, Superflex, Bucky, Harvey, Sharbs, Tootin, ETN, Bigsby. I'm getting something out of that, and it's best ball, optimal scoring. I don't have to decide shit. It's just who's the highest scoring running back. Then I got Garrett Wilson, Xavier Worthy, George Pickens, Deebo Samuel, Travis Kelce. This might get thrown out.
Okay. So you need a few more receivers and a few more tight ends.
This might get thrown out.
No, you're not going to get thrown out.
I'm just kidding. All right, hold on. All right, Goddard. There's got to be somebody in here, a baller that's just hiding. This is straight up savage. All right, it got real thin. I could go quarterback here. Kirk Cousins, odds he's starting somewhere, or do I go Flacco?
You know me and Kirk Cousins.
He's starting somewhere, right, Ron? Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, he's going to start somewhere.
All right, I'm
New Orleans or...
I'm going to trust you, Ron. I'm going to trust your instinct.
If don't sign
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron,
Yeah.
go to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I think that too. I think that if Aaron Rodgers takes
because Pittsburgh's already said that he's on their radar if Aaron decides not to sign.
Dylan. Is this the same Dylan that was hating the other day, or is this a new Dylan? Smitty is too Hollywood for his Twitter fans. What's that even mean? I'm live on Twitter right now for you. I literally added Twitter to this live stream. The whole live stream's been on Twitter as well. What do you mean I'm too Hollywood for my Twitter fans? I mean, it's not even Twitter anymore. It's X, bro. All right, so I'm feeling pretty good about this squad, man. I got so much depth everywhere. I'm not even like concerned about reaching or the wide receivers.
Not a thing anymore. It's all that.
I know. But I don't know what he means. I'm just trolling you. Started watching on Twitter. Don't respond to me. I don't respond to a lot of people, my boy. It's not. I'm not alienating. Do I take Flacco here too, just to get an extra helping hand? Flacco's not horrible.
No, but you're hoping. Well.
Oh God.
You're hoping that Shador gets a chance there.
I timed out. In the draft of my life, I timed out.
Flacco gets injured or something like that.
In the time of my life, I timed out. In the draft of my life.
Pretty gone?
I timed out on Christian Kirk. Yeah, Milroe's gone because this is our community. So he would have been probably.
Oh my
Well,
God.
actually,
You gonna blame me for that one too? You always blame me when you time out.
I kind of wanted to a little bit. I mean, we're at the point now where everyone's reached so much. There's like no value. Everybody's leaving the players that none of us like.
What round are you in? I can't see.
Round 16.
And there's 20 rounds?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I'm not saying nothing.
Yeah.
I already know later rounds what you're going to maybe do.
Yeah, hang tight. Okay.
Yeah, I ain't saying shit. Oh, sorry, I swore.
That's right.
I
I can't believe I timed out. Christian Kirk ain't the worst timeout ever, but damn it. But damn it.
He's not the best because it's overcrowded there in Houston now.
You know,
Now, if they didn't grab those other two receivers, he might have been all right, but he's in a crowded place right now.
I know. It's just, but at this point, it's not that big of a waste. Okay, look, Flacco's still there. I'm going to take him. So I've got Mahomes, Kyler, Kirk Cousins, and Flacco. It's nice to have that potential backup firepower. All right, so we'll go through there.
You got 4.
Do I have anybody? No, I don't. I'm gonna have to get off here in a second, Ron. I'm even gonna have to finish this draft, potentially the last round offline because I'm a hard stop.
I only called in because you said it's slow.
You know what? I got
all the callers.
I got a message that I don't need to leave right now, so I'm good. I can stay another 10 minutes or so. Okay, I'll check Troy. Hang tight. I'm not gonna say it out loud, but Troy, hang tight. But yeah, for everybody that's catching the live stream late, I'm not going to go over the whole thing again, but basically a few of you keep asking. Rashee Rice is facing another lawsuit. Look, when they add something like this, a civil, people are doing a money grab. It's not going to impact anything. It's going to take forever for this thing to go through. You know how long these things take? 2 years, 1 year. It's going to be very lengthy, and it's not necessarily going to even add anything to the situation. Another lawsuit doesn't make him but another civil lawsuit doesn't make him any more guilty than he'll probably end up being at the end of this. It's not going to add on more games necessarily just because someone else decided to say, hey, you know, we were injured from this. Think of it like if you got in a car crash and your insurance companies were going at each other. I mean, there's a lot of reasons, you know, why that can go down the way it went down. But for everybody acting, this is great news. If Rashee Rice goes down in value, you grab him. You grab him. You do not let him fall past your Kung Fu grip if he falls 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spots away from his ADP. And his ADP is let me go pull up underdog rankings for 1 QB. 1 QB ADP right now is looking like on 2025 rankings, Rice is going at 28 overall. So third round, I bet you he drops into 4.1 territory. I'm going to time out here. I'll go Yoshi Voss. Love it. Christian Kirk
if he falls at all, Smitty.
Didn't mean to take Christian Kirk. I timed out on that one. What'd you say? If he falls at all?
If he even falls at all, because I mean, a lot of us after the Kamara incident. And then all these other incidents, and there's really been no significant suspensions. There's been nothing that's happened to any of these players. Everybody might think, well, nothing's going to happen with him. He's good to go, and his value might not drop as much as you think.
Yeah.
Because nothing's happened to nobody.
Yeah, but people are like, bro, there's been people in the live stream already that said Mahomes is going to get hit by this. Like, I'm telling you, you don't realize how people don't know what they're talking about. There's so many
get hit with it when he's going in the 8th and 9th round already.
Because people think that Rashee Rice is now going to miss more time, and that's going to hurt Mahomes, or that Rashee Rice is now less reliable today than he was yesterday because of this extra lawsuit. So they think Mahomes is going down in value. It's wild. I can't even explain it. So I'm telling you, Mahomes.
I don't know how he can go any lower than the 8th and 9th round.
But people are saying it. I have it in my own live chat. People that are actually informed from my show are commenting it. Not a lot of them, but we're seeing it already. One of the first comments was, Mahomes is going to take a hit from this. and maybe, and I didn't read his response, maybe, I don't think he said it in excitement like we are. I think he said it in like a worrisome way. Maybe he did mean it like, this is great, Mahomes is going to take, but he didn't say that. So I'm going to go with Rashee Smith here with my KC players in hopes that does something. Is that the same bye week though? No. Okay, good. So I got another RB potentially. And his bye week, the bye week that I'm worried about is week 8. So Rashee Smith should be getting touches by then, I think. I really think Rashee Smith is either going to be worth nothing or he's going to be worth something beyond expectation.
What round you in now?
We're in round 18, and I just took my pick. So we're going to go into my last 2 picks here. And I need probably to go double tight end at this point. Yeah, Mahomes is going to be steal. I don't know that. Look, Ron, people already doubt Mahomes as it is. Like, this is what you got to think about. Okay, so this is I'm the average Mahomes owner. Let's pretend. Ready? Hey, I'm a Mahomes owner, and I'm angry. I'm an angry Angus. I'm an angry Angus, and I'm a Mahomes owner, or a Mahomes doubter. Sorry, Mahomes doubter, or owner that wants to trade him. I'm kind of worried about Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy. Worthy kind of was off and on all year last year. Rice could get suspended, and now his lawsuit, I'm reminded about it. So now this is not going to go away. I thought maybe it would. I heard Smitty say he wasn't getting suspended this year, but more lawsuit stuff is in there. I'm just worried about it. I'm not going to go near Rice. And since Rice might be in trouble more than I thought, if I'm going to avoid Rice now, that means Mahomes takes a hit. That's the way Angus is thinking about it, bro. That's the reality.
Is your boy still there?
How are people? I don't understand what some of you are doing in terms of the snipage. It makes no sense. Like, who's taking Noah Gray that early is probably Speedy. Theo Johnson's okay.
Still there?
No, not in our group, Ron. People will just snipe no matter what. If they've heard the name on this channel, he's gone. Who took him? Let me guess. Not Speedy. Gray? Who's gonna draft Gray without Travis Kelce? Jay Freezy. Jay, what are you doing, bro? I mean, it's okay. You do what you want, but I can't imagine drafting Gray without Kelce, though. Okay. I don't mind mixing it up because I got a lot of Gray anyway. Let's go. Let me hold my breath before I get sniped by even mentioning it. I'll wait. Jay Freezer says I took him tight end is thin. Well, it's not your fault that it was thin because you're right. I mean, everyone's sniping like madmen in here. Ferguson's interesting. Fergie's interesting.
I'm not going to say it.
Whatever you guys do, don't take Taysom Hill. Please.
Taysom Hill.
Don't take Taysom Hill. That's who I'm going to draft next.
Who'd you take with your last pick? I didn't see. Oh, did I just see that right? Who took the last running back?
Ja'Cory Cross-Merritt. Speedy. But I left him out there for a while, so that's on me. I needed a tight end here. I'm gonna go. Do I go Higbee or Gadsden?
Why not Sinnott?
Because he might not help me.
Might have a breakout year.
He might, but he needs an
Yeah, but if Ertz gets hurt,
I know, but I need to have somebody that's going to be for sure getting touches, you know. But I like Sinnott a lot, but I don't know. All right, so the team so far, or the team in conclusion, sum total. Will Howard just went. That was very far to fall, I think. I like that. I would have maybe taken him if I had room. Mahomes, Murray, Kirk Cousins, Flacco. But my top two quarterbacks are fire. Mahomes and Kyler. Bucky, RJ, Harvey, Sharps, Tootin, ETM, Bigsby, the entire Jaguar running team. Brashard Smith. Garrett Wilson, Xavier Worthy, George Pickens, Debo Samuel, timed out on Christian Kirk, Yoshi Voss, Kelsey, Theo Johnson, and Tyler Higbee. I like it. Don't you hate when it looks so much better before you get deeper in the draft? And when you get deeper in the draft and you read off some of the rooms that don't look the same because you've added other people, and you're like, damn it, it looked better when I was like 8. I like it, but it looked way better when we were like 10 players in. All right.
in the 20 round draft, of course,
Yeah.
it's going to be like that because you're taking more outliers.
Freezy, JD5, Dart, and Shadur. I think Shadur eventually steps up for you. Dart might too. Achan, Kyron.
I'm surprised you didn't.
Shadur went early. He go in this draft because I talk him up all the time. He goes like 3 rounds too early. We've got
Big draft Bond.
no, but that's hard to do when you don't know if. I mean, no teams picked him up yet, so we don't even know if they're going to. Hawkinson, Goddard, Gray,
What do you think?
St. Brown, McLaurin, Travis Hunter. Yeah, really good team, man. Freezy, you said, should you grab Penix instead of Kyron? No, I like taking a little gamble the way you did it. I like Achan, Kyron, Monty. It's awesome. Amon-Ra, McLaurin, Hunter. That's awesome. That's good. I like it. I would review all the teams, but I have to run. All right, Ron. Appreciate you calling in. Got to go.
Yeah, hey, Travis is here.
Yeah. All
I don't know where
right.
he's been.
All right. I'll ask him. Thanks, Ron. Appreciate you. I got to run real quick, but all right, later. All right, guys. I'm out of here. Hard stop tonight. I apologize, but we did it live. 52-minute show. Probably the shortest graveyard shift we've ever done. See you all tomorrow. Probably multiple times. Don't forget to go on over to the Patreon. I'll drop the Patreon link right here. Here is the Patreon link right there. Do it live. Smash the link. Get into the Patreon. It's a live chat room, 365, 24/7. $10 a month. Keeps the trolls out. It's nothing but serious people. Everybody's paying that $10 a month, so it's nothing but people that want help and that want to conversate in an adult manner about football. So $10 a month. Cancel anytime. Live chat room. During the games, if anything, it's worth just for Sundays. We're all inside this game day lounge. And if you work on Sundays or something, you don't have, TV on your phone, or you're doing some sort of like desk job where you can't watch anything, you literally can have your phone propped up. And if you just look at the game day lounge, everybody's announcing like everything that happens, like touchdown, Achan, touchdown. Like you don't even want to look at it. You got to be delayed looking at it because someone's going to ruin it for you. And they're like, Achan just scored a touchdown. You're like, really? And then you look, everyone's like announcing everything that happens. Everybody's packed into this game day lounge. Patreon.com/The Fantasy Football Show. Here's the link one more time. Links in the description. And don't forget, you can get the hat that I'm sporting. This amazing hat. This is I have other hats. They've been okay. It's hard to drop shit hats. A lot of people don't make good ones, and you can integrate into your channels and stuff. But this one is amazing. This one is embroidered on the side, embroidered on the front, embroidered on the back. It's raised, obviously because it's an embroidery, and it's a flex fit, 2 sizes, the large and the medium. And I love it. You can get this. It's linked in the video, and it's also in my store on the YouTube store. So go check that out. I'll see you all on the Patreon. Hit that thumb up on the way. Oh, I got super chats. Who's here? Navage, you still here? And drafting, you guys both still here? I'm sorry about the delay on that. I think those didn't even come through. on my system. I'm sorry. I see him now. Drafting you around. Navage, are you around? Navage is here. Best undervalued players like Debo to acquire with seconds that can win a league. Also, best affordable Superflex QBs to acquire. Superflex QBs, Dak, Penix Jr., Justin Fields, Jalen Milroe. Probably Milroe's the much cheaper. Shador, much cheaper option. I like those guys probably the best. And I think Penix Jr. gets mad disrespected. So does Justin Fields. So does Dak. Love those guys. And as far as Debo Samuel type guys, I would probably say, like, looking at just a list here. Let me see. Debo-esque players. Let me see if I can find a quick list of players for you that I would recommend you trading second rounders for. I guess at the wide receiver position, I'd probably be looking at players like, I mean, you could try Tyreek Hill, even though I don't want him. It's somebody, Devontae Adams, people are treating like an old man that has no time left. Cortland Sutton. Receivers are tough. Debo. I love Debo. Debo's probably the best one. Jaden Reed, a little bit because of Golden. People are ready to jump ship on Jaden Reed. Igbuka, I mean, I love him. Kyle Williams, love his future. Jack Besh, like his future. It's kind of like the end of the road for wide receivers. There's not a lot of them. As far as RBs go, I would say something along the lines of you're going to try for like a Kamara if you need a rental. You give up a bunch of seconds in a player, you try and get a doubted Breece Hall who's falling and falling and falling. Scatterboo, people don't believe in. Garendo, Charbonnet, Bigsby, Benson, Trey Benson, Ray Davis, Tootin, Bigsby, either one. I mean, that's kind of where I'm at there. And drafting, are you around? Appreciate that super chat, Navage. Where's drafting? Is drafting here? Hopefully he's still in here. I don't see him responding. Worthy will have 78 catches, 1,100 yards, and 12 TDs. Thank you, drafting. Appreciate you dropping that super chat. I will see you all tomorrow.